Timers are important for hydroponic gardeners because they help us create repeatable results. Once we get our light schedule and our feed schedules dialed in, timers help us replicate that same schedule grow after grow. You don't need super expensive digital timers. These little mechanical timers will work perfectly, and they work for a long time. In this video, I'm going to show you how I set up this simple little BN Link mechanical timer that I got on Amazon for like 12 bucks. Mechanical timers are super basic. On the front, we've got a receptacle for your grow light or pump, and up top we have the dial. On that dial, you'll notice some of the numbers have a dark background, some of the numbers have a light background. The light background are AM hours, the dark background are PM hours. The green arrow that you see right here indicates the current time that you have set on the timer. On the side, you'll find an override switch. This is useful if you need to turn the pump or your light on outside of the normal operating time. Flip it to on. When you get done running your pump, flip it back to timer mode and your timer takes over. And on the back is just a simple 3-prong plug that you plug into your wall outlet, power strip, whatever. Alright, so setting this timer is super simple. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here right now. So I'm going to take the dial and just rotate it until I get to 4 o'clock on the dark side. So the clock's set, and now I want to set the intervals that I'm going to use. For example, I'll set this up like I'm going to use it with my grow lights. I run my grow lights from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. So to set that interval, I'll just push down all the tabs from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you notice, the 4 o'clock tab is not down all the way. That's because the timer is set there, so I can't actually push it all the way down. I've got to rotate the dial just a little bit, and then I can push that tab all the way down. Once I do that, I've got to rotate back around and set the correct time. Okay. So now that I have the correct time and the interval set, I'm going to make sure that the interrupt switch is set to timer. I'll go ahead and plug this in, and then I'll plug in my grow light to the timer. If I was setting this timer up for, say, my pumps on the ebb and flow system, I run those pumps at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. And I run them for 30 minutes at a time. So what I would do is I would go to the 9 o'clock hour, the 12 o'clock hour, the 3 o'clock hour, and the 5 o'clock hour. And so now I have all 4 of those intervals set up to have my pumps kick on for 30-minute intervals 4 times a day. And you can set as many intervals as you need for your specific hydroponic setup. One last little tip that might save you some time troubleshooting down the road is make sure that if your grow light has a power switch, that you turn that power switch on, because this timer cannot turn on your grow light if you have the power switch turned off. So that's about all I've got. I hope that this video helped you set up your mechanical timer for your hydroponic system. If you enjoyed the video, if you found it useful, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any questions or you have any comments about mechanical timers, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.